Hi, I'm John, a librarian at Pearl River Public Library, and I'm coming to you from PRPL from home with another episode of Reset with Poetry. Today we're reading a poem by Mark Doty, who I don't know a lot of poetry by. I've read a couple books by him, and I like a lot of his work. The poem we're going to read today is called Brilliance. I'll just read it so you can see what you think. I'll tell you a couple things about it first. One of the things I really like about it is the range it covers. It starts out with some pretty pedestrian language that just sounds like people sitting around talking. You don't often hear a lot of dialogue in poetry, and you don't hear a lot of poems where people are just sort of sitting around talking about their credit cards. But despite that unassuming start, we end up in a kind of a profound place. And I think it's about how we have access to that profound place at all times. And even when we are in moments of despair. And in this poem, Mark Doty shows us how someone makes that leap. It's called Brilliance. Maggie's taking care of a man who's dying. He's attended to everything, said goodbye to his parents, paid off his credit cards. She says, why don't you just run it up to the limit? But he wants everything squared away, no balance owed. Though he misses the pets he's already found a home for. He can't be around dogs or cats, too much risk. He says, I can't have anything. She says, a bowl of goldfish? He says he doesn't want to start with anything, and then describes the kind maybe he'd like, how their tails would fan to a gold flaring. They talk about hot jewel tones, gold lacquer, say maybe they'll go pick some out, though he can't go much of anywhere, and then abruptly he says, I can't love anything I can't finish. He says it like he's had enough of the whole scintillant world. Though what he means is he'll never be satisfied, and therefore he's established this discipline, a kind of severe rehearsal. That's where they leave it, him looking out the window, her knitting as she does because she needs to do something. Later he leaves a message, yes to the bowl of goldfish, meaning, let me go if I have to in brilliance. In a story I read, a Zen master who'd perfected his detachment from the things of the world remembered at the moment of dying a deer he used to feed in the park and wondered who might care for it, and at that instant was reborn in the stunned flesh of a fawn. So, Maggie's friend, is he going out into the last loved object of his attention, fanning the vain translucence of an opulent tail, undulant in some uncapturable curve? Is he bronze chrysanthemums, copper leaf, hurried darting doubloons, icon-colored fins troubling the water? Brilliance by Mark Doty. See you in the next episode of Reset with Poetry.